Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mustache Show, and you're watching the Drawing Habit. It is day 548, and we're going to keep on keeping on, because that's how I roll, bro. Let's go. All right, we're going to do a little quick cactus drawing. Saguro, is it a Saguro cactus? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know it's a cactus, and we're gonna go at a ludicrous speed, starting right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a ludicrous speed cactus, really quickly. Nothing fancy. I don't like being fancy. I'm a lazy artist. Oops. Gotta do something like that, and then make sure let's do something like that, and then let's do one right here, and then we're gonna give it just a narrow little pot for it to be in, just really quickly. Nothing fancy. Just do a pot and kind of go like that, and then there we go. We got our shape. The perfectionist in me wants it to be centered, like the actual cactus, but yeah, I don't want to do that. That seems like a waste of time, because it's not going to matter in the whole scheme of things, really. You may notice that I'm doing a later than normal live stream, and it is what it is, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. And let's do this, man. We got our... All right. Well, it's been one of those days where everything is taking a much longer time than expected, and you're just like, man, you're just like, man, dude, what's going on? What is going on, indeed? I hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everyone's being mindful of their day, and hopefully they're spending it on something worthwhile. I hope sometimes I look back and reflect and say, I wish I had I wish I was more mindful of some of the things I did throughout the day, and today's no different. I wish I had, I don't know, I wish I had a coulda, shoulda, woulda. Anyways, let's begin by adding a little bit of let's add like a kind of like an off kilter color here. Add let's see. There we go. Slightly off, like an off tone. Actually, we're gonna do like no, let's do something like this. There we go. We'll leave it like that, and we're gonna filter it out. So I have to finish this relatively quickly. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Just like, here we are, drawing away. It's drawing away. There we go. I think we'll leave it like that. Yeah, I'll leave it. I like those little, like, purposely, those inconsistencies right there. All right. Now, here we go. Let's see here. Paintbrush B. I got nothing to talk about today. I wish I did. You ever have those days where you, more often than not, where you are just lagging, like everything that you were intending on doing, just kind of fell through. Like everything that you were doing just kind of didn't go the way that you planned, you know? You ever have those days where you had this giant list of things you're going to do, and you're not efficient with how you're executing? And that's what I'm having lately. Today has been that day where everything's just been like off, not by a lot, just a little bit. And you find that when things are off just a little bit, it starts to compound just a smidge. You know, it compounds just enough that everything starts to fail. Like every little structure, all your daily structures just kind of start trickling down, like failing one by one. And not through any fault of your own, just things start to trickle and fail. And the thing that I've been doing today, one of the things that I was doing today that's kind of slowing me down is I'm trying to read more, and I'm trying to introduce reading into my daily regimen. And I'm finding it very difficult to do that. You know, just finding it difficult to add reading. Just the act of reading has literally thrown my day off. The act of reading for an hour, or the goal of reading 1 hour a day, has literally shattered my consistency. I'm still doing the things that I need to be doing, but like, look at this. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna leave it like that because it makes me laugh. This is on purpose. Oh man, look at, and like it's all wavy and stuff. I like that. I'm gonna leave it like that on purpose. I'm gonna leave it like wavy and all, like just terrible. Because I don't know. But the mere act of having to do, of introducing a new thing in your day, you know, has thrown off my entire schedule. And I've been trying to figure out how I can fix that, you know. And it's just weird, man. Like, I've tried to add reading in. Whoops! I don't want that. Never mind. Anyhow, the act of doing a new thing is messing up my whole schedule, per se. And I don't like it. That's for sure. I do not like it. I do not like the fact that I've been trying to do a new thing, and that new thing is very easy to do. It's like, oh, I just want to introduce reading into my schedule, and the schedule saying, nope, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you do that, you're going to be behind on everything. And it's kind of frustrating, really. It's really frustrating trying to introduce this new thing that you know is a net good in your day-to-day, right? You know it's going to benefit you, and you're struggling just to like do that thing, you know? And it's just really like, it's kind of tough, man. It's kind of aggravating in a sense. You're trying to do this new thing, and it puts you behind. Like I am about 2 hours behind on everything. Um, and it's frustrating because I was wanting to get done with all of this stuff around noon because I have things I have to do, and I don't know. It's just very aggravating, and you're trying your best to kind of navigate your day to the best of your ability, and it's just not working. You know, it's just not working, and it's not through lack of effort. And I think a lot of us feel that. Um, just just anticipate everything that you want to do in a day to like. I almost feel like you have to add like a a what would you call it, a like you have to add an extra couple hours to your time frame. Anything that you think is going to take X amount of time, just add this. Just add X amount of time. And that's what I feel like it. So like this drawing's taking me an X amount of time to do, yada yada yada. So it's just kind of frustrating. You're trying to like do new things in your day, and it's just taking longer than expected. But it's okay, man. You're gonna keep. You gotta just be happy that you're doing things and you're moving forward, I guess. So there's some good that comes out of everything, and you learn from it, hopefully, to some extent, right? You hope that you learn through experience and just doing things over and over again. Yeah. So today has been a rather slow day, and I'm not like upset about it. I just gotta be mindful and like just be like, I guess, be mindful of everything and grateful. Yeah, even though things are taking longer to do and it's not going according to plan, just be grateful that you're still doing those things. Like I could see myself, like it used to be like a couple months back. Why is it not doing? What's going on here? Take that. Why is it? There we go. A couple months back, I used to get very frustrated if I was 3 hours behind schedule. But now I'm just like, well, here we go again. This is going to be one of those days where everything's going to be behind schedule. I can't be too upset about it. And I used to be really, really upset about it, just like I would get aggravated that things took so long to do. And I would get a little frustrated because I don't know. I don't know why, like with this I don't know what's this like thing that we have in our brain where we expect a certain amount of, like, it's going to take an X amount of time to do, and it takes significantly longer, right? We expect it to take only a little bit of your time, and then it takes a lot longer, and you get like frustrated over it. You shouldn't really get frustrated over it. You ever have those things? I used to get really frustrated over it, and now I've gotten better. So I guess I could be thankful that I could reflect on this and say, I've gotten better at it. I shouldn't be so like judgmental, because I still got some more drawing to do. I think when we're I liken art to art to me is kind of like a philosophy, or about art is like life to me in a sense. I treat art as if it's like life, uh, and how it's like a metaphor for life for me all the time, and I find it really interesting to think art as a metaphor for life because it it's symbolic of like you should not beat yourself up for like your daily failures or your daily shortcomings, shortfalls, you know. And that's what it's like. When I do these drawings or when I do these live streams and when I do a drawing, it's kind of like I'm proving life wrong in a sense. Like I'm proving life wrong by doing this and going against what I think is possible. And not even possible in the sense like, oh, it's impossible to draw. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's hard to do things consistently every day. And by doing it a live stream, I'm proving life that I can do things and still maintain relationships with friends and family. Art is very hard, especially if you're not doing it professionally. If you're not doing art professionally, right? If you're not doing it professionally, and you're doing this on all your in spite of everything, I think you got like a strong will. It's kind of like I treat it the same thing with like working out, man. If you're not doing physical fitness professionally and you're doing it in spite of it and you're not making any money from it, you're just doing it because you enjoy the act of doing it and you know that it's just a net good, you're a better person. You're a better person for it. And I'm not saying I'm a better person like to another person. Like as an individual, you are making yourself a better person, not comparatively to other people. You are making yourself stronger as an individual, you know? So when you do things that you don't like doing all the time, you are a better person. I don't always like drawing every day. I want it to be easy. I want to have an easy day where I just kind of casually do things and like sip coffee and like, you know, casually go to work and not worry about work, or casually do X, Y, and Z, you know, and just like have fun with it. Yeah. Anyways, this is just, it's all fun and games, man. It's all a trial and error type of mentality. So I'm not too worried about failing or failing my day in a sense that like I'm falling behind. And this idea of this notion of being behind is really just kind of like a arbitrary thing that I've kind of set up for myself, you know. And so I don't worry about those things as much anymore. But I used to kind of like think to myself, oh, I didn't do my live stream early enough, or I haven't done my live stream yet, or I haven't drawn yet. Might as well just quit, you know. Might as well just say no. I'll do it tomorrow. You know, it's easy to do that. Have that like small little voice in your head saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." You know, just like it's like working out. Like, oh, I'll work out tomorrow. When are you gonna work out tomorrow? It's just something you do. And so this is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to do my live stream as early as I can, but I've been having a few hiccups. And as I said, like what's slowing me down is the fact that I've introduced reading into my daily habit, and it really is true. The idea of like having, when you bounce between new activities throughout the day, there is a lagging period. You know, you do lag, and what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to introduce these new things throughout the day, and it creates a lagging effect, you know. And So I've noticed that when I introduce these new things, there's some lagging, and the goal is to, I guess the goal would be to reduce the amount of lag that I have each day, you know, or the amount of time it takes to, I don't know. I'm just, I'm like spitball. I'm trying to like talk. There you go. I don't know. Let's see. So this is something new I've been trying to do, playing around with this brush here. There you go. Just to add a little bit of more texture to it, to kind of give the illusion of like thorns here. And now I am done. Let's go ahead and do my thorns and call it a day. To be honest with you, even though I'm like behind on my scheduling, it's 22 minutes in, and I'm already technically done with my cactus. All I gotta do is draw the thorns. So silver lining, you know, there's always a silver lining through whatever your everyday activities, you know. So the silver lining for me is I'm almost done with my drawing, and it's hasn't even been 30 minutes yet. So I'm making incredible time, and that's a good thing, you know. It used to take me about 30 minutes to almost an hour sometimes to do these cactuses, but now I'm knocking them out in under 30 minutes, you know. So there's some good and bad throughout every day. Like if you focus on the like negative things that are not going well with your day, it's easy to kind of be like down. So like if I focus on the fact that, oh, I'm behind on how far I need to be along with my day. Like I should be done with my live stream. I think I should be done with all my art for the day, which I should be. I am running behind. That is a fact. But if I just like dwelled on that, I probably would quit. I would say, you know what, I'm behind. Might as well just not do it. Right? It's easy to kind of like say that and be like, okay, well, let's just kind of skip the day. There's no harm, no foul on skipping my live stream. No harm on skipping some of these other things. I still got another 30 minutes of drawing after this, and I want to knock it out. I really do. I got things I have to do. One of the things I typically don't eat until I get everything that I needed to get done for the day. So I haven't had any like lunch or breakfast. So it's actually, or breakfast and lunch. It's lunchtime for me. Like I'm pretty hungry. You know, I've just been really slow to do things, and it's one of those things. I need to start sitting down and like kind of brainstorming what I want to talk about in these live streams. And that's one of the goals. Maybe that'll be the goal for 2023 is like, how can I make these live streams a little bit more interesting, other than kind of me talking about the daily struggles that I have. I hope these like stories, people can relate to that, where they just miss their mark is on what they needed to do for that day. You know, I sometimes think that those are anecdotal, like that people they get it. But then again, I think they're a little, sometimes I feel like I'm talking too personally and almost like as if I'm complaining. That really isn't the case. I don't really mind that I'm I don't know. I really don't mind that I'm missing. I'm like talking about these things, and I don't consider it like a bad thing, you know. Some people would think I'm like complaining, but to some extent maybe, but it really doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. It's like these things that I'm talking about really don't matter to me. So this is a pretty good cactus, you know. Silver lining, as I said, man. Silver lining. The drawing is done. I'm going to zoom in right here. We're going to put my signature right here on the side here. And I've done it. I've done a cactus drawing in under 25 minutes, which I thought that wasn't going to happen. I thought I was going to be that was going to take me a while. I thought like that I was going to be struggling, and you know, I could make the argument that I was struggling to some degree, you know. So we're going to put that's we need to put like a, there we go. We're going to put T and P. Let's kind of move this. What's it doing? Oh, okay, there we go. T M P 23. Let's see. What? This is my 185th cactus. So again, there's a lot of positives for the day. And as I was saying or stating earlier, it is easy to dwell on these negative thoughts that you have every day. You know, that's like this, so easy to do. Like it could be very easy for me to like just sit down and say, oh, all the bad things that happened throughout the day. But if I look back and reflect, like I did everything I wanted to do for the day. Yeah, it took me a lot longer than I wanted to. Yeah, I wish it was earlier, but the fact that I finished that stuff and I can go home, go to bed and like put my head on the pillow and be like, wow, I really did. I accomplished what I wanted to do throughout the day. That's an amazing thing. And I think a lot of us tend to get down over it. We dwell on it, and you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do that. You should just keep moving, and eventually you get those things that you wanted to get done throughout the day done. Yes, it might have taken longer. Yes, it can be kind of a drag, but you know, there's always there's always things that you could be better. There's always things that you could improve upon, and you can always self-reflect and say, oh, I was going slow, etc. But you know, case in point, well, this is not a bad cactus. It's an okay one. I enjoyed it. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And for those that aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm having an art giveaway. Not an art giveaway, sorry. That's Instagram. I'm giving away a free Roblox toy. I think it's right here, actually. I'm giving away this free Roblox toy. All you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then also all you got to do is go into the opening video and comment on that. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best in your day. I hope you have a wonderful Friday night, and thank you so much for watching. Cheers.